Oh well, accidentally went live. Hang on, hang on. Dang it. Alright, well, so much for my intro. Let's just start it anyway. Oh, shoot. Alright. Didn't work out the way. Bumped the microphone, or bumped the play button, and here we go. Please let me play here. Welcome, folks. Let me get my intro set back up here since I accidentally bumped the go live button when I wasn't ready to go live. So we'll just make some minor adjustments here, please, Lord. Really? Alright, well, bear with me here. We had an intro all getting set up for you here. Now if we can just get it back together. And get everything aligned here. Sorry, I was trying to get my camera set up and bump the live button. Isn't that something? Alright, well, we're going live anyways. Welcome, folks. Here we go.
Were taken by a video surveillance camera at the West Highland Police Station in 1984. These were taken by a video surveillance camera at the West Highland Police Station in 1980. These were taken by a video surveillance camera at the West Highland Police Station in 1984.
He killed 17 police officers that night. Men with families. Children.
These were taken at a mall in Reseda today. These were taken at a mall in Reseda today. These were taken at a mall in Reseda today.
Miss Connor, we know you know who this guy is. Look, I just sat here and told you is. Miss Connor, we know you know who this guy is. Miss Connor, we know you know who this guy is. Look, I just sat here and told you that your son is missing. That the foster parents have been murdered. We know this guy's involved. Doesn't that mean anything to you? We know this guy's involved. Doesn't that mean anything to you? We know this guy's involved. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Don't you care?
Wasting their time. Wasting their time. Wasting their time. Let's go.
Sorry, guys. She's just growing more and more disconnected from reality as time goes on. She's just growing more and more disconnected from reality as time goes on. She's just growing more and more disconnected from reality as time goes on. Afraid she can't help us now. If she clears it all, can you give us anything? Go on.
Sure.
Douglas, take her back to her room, please.
Yes, sir. Come on, sweetheart, let's go.
Sorry about that. That's because I wasn't set up yet. But me walking around, no meds, no therapy, totally detached from the world. Only thing that matters next is what run I ski next.
Everett Phillips here with the Eastern Sierra Avalanche Center. I'm at 10,000 feet on a northeast aspect on McGee. And we're here doing a crown profile on a deep slab avalanche that released sometime in the last 3 days. We've had a lot of snow and wind loading, as you can see, and I just confirmed that right here is the February persistent peak layer. We had a big clear spell January and February, and then end of February, beginning of March, we've had a whole ton of snow and water weight. If you found your way into an area that had shallow buried rocks and the slab was thinner and the snow is weaker, over on this northerly side, or if you triggered a large wind slab avalanche, that could be enough to break those deeper layers. You could propagate into a really big avalanche.
And as it turns out, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Jimmy is finding out a lot of new things.
This was supposed to run smoother. Jimmy, what are you doing? Jimmy! Oh, Jimmy. Dude, didn't you see these fracture zones right here? Oh, Jimmy.
Turns out, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Jimmy is finding out a lot of new things.
What are you doing now, Jimmy? What are you doing, Jimmy? Oh, man, I was just gonna ski that, man. Jimmy, dude, I can't take you anywhere, man. What is your problem? Oh, Jimmy, okay. Alright, well, just trying to make the most of things. We've got some ugly situations going on, and, well, just trying to make light of some stuff and maybe bring some laughter. Jimmy, what have you done now, dude? Oh, my God, Jimmy. What are you doing, Jimmy? Good Lord, Jimmy. All right, I'm never riding with you again, Jimmy. Oh, jeez. Now what are you doing, Jimmy? What are you doing, Jimmy? Oh, no, Jimmy. What? Whoa, hold on, Jimmy. What are you doing? Oh, Jimmy, no. Oh, Jimmy. Well, you're still not in the hospital, at least, Jimmy. Wow, you're doing good there, bud. Okay. Oh, Jimmy, you're scaring me, dude. I swear I'm never riding with you again, man. You're just off the hook, dude. And, it's a good thing the chairlifts are buried because you don't belong up on this run, Jimmy. So, we'll just, keep moving along here, Jimmy. Let's see what happened here. Oh, let's play this one.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, we gotta play that one again.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, chain up the vet. Chain up the vet. That way you look good in Tahoe in your Corvette, dude. Oh, Jimmy, what are you doing, man? I know there's no snow at your house, Jimmy, but don't... Oh, Jimmy, what are you doing? Oh, Jimmy. Oh. Do I need to call 911, Jimmy? Oh, now what are you doing, Jimmy? Oh, you forgot to dig out your cabin, too, when you were at Tahoe? I told you, dude, you gotta dig out your stuff, man. You can't just let it go like that. So, that's how you getting into your cabin, huh, Jimmy? Okay, well, now what's going on? Oh my God, Jimmy, what are you doing now? Oh, this is how you do it, Jimmy. Let me show you how to do it. This was a day at Kirkwood, baby. Ugh. Let me put the music for you guys. Let me show Jimmy how it's done. Here, Jimmy, pay attention. This is how it's done, baby. Yeah, that's how you do it, Jimmy. Let me show you. Let me show you, Jimmy. This is how we do it, bud. This is how we really do it. Come on, dude. This is how it's done, Jimmy. Ride that spine, and then you just drop on in. Yeah, there you go, Jimmy. That's how we do it, bud. Okay? Here, take note, Jimmy. Watch, this is how it's done, bud. Hang in there, folks. We're going to do some other stuff, too. But we're just going to have a little fun right here with Jimmy. Because I'm trying to show him how it's done. That's how you do it, Jimmy. Here, let me replay that so you, just in case you didn't catch it. This is how you do it, Jimmy. That's how it's done, Jimmy. Come on, pay attention, bud. Take note. You don't just roll onto a cornice. It's all hollow underneath. Oh, what are you doing? Jimmy, Jimmy! Oh, no! Oh, wait, that was me. Yeah, that's how it's done, Jimmy. You go off a big old rock, and you sky for days, baby. That's how you do it, Jimmy. Okay, one more here, just because I think that was Jimmy's class is over. Now what I want to show you folks is beautiful Emerald Bay, the third most picturesque spot on the planet, is covered with 8 feet of snow. It is frozen over and covered with about 8 feet of snow. And that doesn't happen very often. I think if you read up here, yesterday Emerald Bay completely froze over for the first time in decades. This is the first time it's happened since 1993, and before that it was 1989. So it doesn't happen very often, usually on cold years. But this year it has been so much snow that it actually covered the water, froze, and now there's a big thick layer, just like there was on that Caples Lake video that I showed you guys. Same effect here at Emerald Bay in Lake Tahoe. Here, I'll play it one more time for you guys just so you can see it one more time. And there's the island. You can walk out to the island. Well, you can't walk, but you could snowshoe out to the island, or you could cross-country ski out to the island. You wouldn't have to swim. That's a first. You could ski out to the island in Emerald Bay. Not often can you do that. Okie dokie. Then I want to take you to this, if this is the right one, I believe. Yes. Look what Mother Nature is doing with the weather and the snow. Some of these are just awesome shots right here. Here, let me play that one again for you guys, because this extreme weather is causing extreme conditions, and we're capturing some great shots here. I mean, winter can be beautiful, but it can also be deadly. But I wanted to bring you some of the beauty, since you've probably all been looking at damage videos all day from around the country. I thought I'd bring you something funny and something beautiful for the moment. And what was this last one here? Oh, yeah, maybe we'll save that for the gym. So I'm going to close out some of these real quick here. And I'm going to see if I can put on the loop. Yeah, we got the loop pulled up. Okay, let me adjust. Pull back just a tad. We need a little bit more wedge. well, we'll just kind of leave it at that for the moment. And as you can see, we've had a full halo CME. And boom, there's the full halo. I need to pull back just a tad bit more. Oh, I know what's going on. Zoomed in too hard for the thumbnail. There we go. Now we can pull it down a little bit better. There we go. All right, so here we are. April Fools, April 1st, okay? And I just showed you some of the April Fools that are up on the slopes, okay? And it's just kind of a fair warning to the people that are coming to the area. Just be careful. You can trigger avalanches. Some people have buried the chairlifts and done some damage to property because they've triggered avalanches. And then they end up dying in them themselves, which is not very good. So, whoopsie. No, that one we can take out, I believe. Sorry about that. Oh, no, I want to play this one more time. So we're going to go.
Center. I'm at 10,000 feet on a northeast aspect on McGee. And we're here doing a ground profile on a deep slab avalanche that released sometime in the last 3 days. We've had a lot of snow and wind loading, as you can see. And I just confirmed that right here is the February persistent leak layer. We had a big clear spell January and February, and then end of February, beginning of March, we've had a whole ton of snow and waterway. If you found your way into an area that had shallow buried rocks and the slab was thinner and the snow is weaker over on this northerly side, or if you triggered a large wind slab avalanche, that could be enough to break those deeper layers. You could propagate into a really big avalanche.
It's like 9 feet.
What's that?
It's like 9 feet.
The slab is 9 feet thick. Some of those videos I showed you, the slab is only 6 inches, maybe 12 inches thick. The slab right now is 9 feet thick. The avalanche that this causes is just horrendous, okay? It does a lot of damage. All right, now back to our solar report. Sorry, I was just trying to X out some of these things as we went here because I got so many open tabs. But for the moment, we're just going to start here, and I'll let you guys look at the loop there for a second. Let me get the tint just right. And you can see that we've had a multiple object event and then this full halo CME. Now we'll go over to the tracker and find out what direction the full halo one's going. It's probably coming our direction. It kind of looks like it is. In fact, let me see if I can do a variation or a variant projection from this angle. Nope. Now, it basically shows about the same, but it is a full halo. So we'll go over to the instrument here in a few minutes and check that out. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I'll just start pulling up some instruments here. I didn't get all this stuff loaded because it wasn't ready. Like I said, I was trying to adjust the camera, and thanks to YouTube and their positioning of the Go Live button, I accidentally went live. But I was meaning to here anyway, so... Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right. You're looking at it, but folks, let me center this for you. Did you see, after yesterday's event, remember I was saying how it was dropping below the seafloor? Look how low it's dropped below the seafloor. Oh my God, you guys are not seeing this enough. Let me get this in your face. I want you to look at how long and how low it went below the seafloor. And we had an event that touched the bottom now? What the you know, I'm tired of this excuse that this is the Earth eclipsing the satellite. That almost sounds more like a fucking lie to me to cover up this kind of activity out of our sun. In fact, I'm kind of really questioning the people that put that stuff out there now and what they're talking about, because this is we are way below the seafloor. This still corresponds with the paranormal activity that's happening to me, and as you can see, I was just about to, and now we have this little uptick, and it's crawling back up out of the seafloor just as I went live. Just momentarily ago, it started to climb back up. It looks like we are having some kind of event as we speak right now. At least it's crawling back out of the seafloor. This bothers me. This big gap right here, how much it dropped below. Come here. I'm not playing games. How much it dropped below this. Like I said, this box should be colored as well. Why they left these two gray? I don't know. Are they morons or retarded or something? These need to be color coded. This one should be yellow as well, and this one should be red, if not purple or black, because that's the range we don't want the sun going into. I'm telling you, this is not a good sign. When it drops below the seafloor, this, what I call the seafloor, is this green line. And I'm going to tell you why I call it the seafloor, because it's the floor of the sea range, okay? And I call it the seafloor because it's the floor of the sea range. It's the ceiling of the B range. Now the sun is, or was, operating in B range. Okay, and that's not the satellite eclipsing the fucking, or the Earth eclipsing the satellite. Pardon my French, I am on fire right now, I'm sorry. This dip right here below the seafloor is not the satellite and the Earth problem. That's a sun problem. And this is a sun problem. And this is a sun problem. And we are on day 32 of sun problems. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bitter because this stuff is affecting me personally, in my personal life, and it hurts. It's extremely painful, excruciatingly painful. I almost die. Oh, man, all right, enough of that. I need to close out some of these other tabs, so would you guys just bear with me for a second? Let's go deeper into this real quick while we're here. Okay. Stop being so dramatic, Brian. It's just a stupid instrument. And this is just showing a full-on dropout. That's the goes short. There's still no long. Goes 16 long, but the 16 short shows the missing data, but the long sure shows a huge dropout. Okay? So it's corresponding to this as well now, okay? Something's wrong with the sun, okay? Even we disregard this crap, whatever, okay? I want you to look at how low the sun went into B range today. Zoom this in, please. All right, well, doesn't want to cooperate. We'll come back to it later. All right, I got some tabs to close out. One more funny thing here, because this is just...
And as it turns out, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Jimmy is finding out a lot of new things.
The hard way. Okay, we can close out Jimmy. Bye, Jimmy. Close out this one. Close out that one. Sorry, you're just closing some of these out so I can open up more instrumentation. You guys are so patient with me. Bye, Jimmy. Dude, Jimmy, oh my God. You should wear a helmet, Jimmy, especially when you don't know how to ski. Jimmy, oh my God. These people scared the out of me because they don't know what they're doing. They have no protection, no helmet. This dude thought he was going to show off with the camera. And this is Mammoth Mountain. Some of the lifts you can't take because they're buried. We had one day of blue. I'm going to read this real quick here. We had one day of blue skies before another atmospheric river moves in tonight, which could drop up to 4 feet of snow on top of this in the next 2 days. Strong winds and heavy snowfall are in the forecast tomorrow. All operations will be based out of the Canyon Eagle bases tomorrow and Wednesday. There is a monumental amount of work happening around the clock to dig out chairs, rebuild roads on the mountain, and reset rope lines and boundaries. Avalanche control work, dig out buildings, entrances, and roofs, and much, much more. Willie's 2 Park and Snowmobile Adventures will be closed, and Tamarack Lodge will remain closed until the storm clears and we can reevaluate conditions. So Mammoth is buried, okay? Their chairlifts are buried. What was this one?
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, so many accidents I saw up there, and people coming up in their Corvettes and chaining up your Corvette. Come up here in a 4-wheel drive. Don't drive your sports car up to 17 feet of snow. Come on now, Jimmy. All right, we'll clear that one out. Oh, Jimmy, and whatever you do, don't try to... Jimmy, I know you don't have snow. I know you can't get up here, but don't try this stuff at home, folks, because Jimmy just wound up in the hospital, and now he can't go skiing with all this nice snow. Oh. Yeah. Call 911. Jimmy's down. And then this is a house up at Tahoe. This guy just arrived, and that's how much snow we have. Can you see down in there? That's his front door. That's how some people have to get into their houses around here. Yeah, no way is right. No, yes way. That's a lot of houses. That's almost all the houses around here. I showed you snow up to the 3rd story out at Kirkwood. Okay, so this is the 1st story one. And Jimmy, you need to dig out your house. Okay, now some of these we can cut out of there. That was out at Kirkwood. We had an awesome day. Yeah, it was an awesome day. And what else? And you drop it straight in. You don't cut across, because when you cut across, you start an avalanche. You go straight down the mountain, making nice turns. There's a small avalanche over here, but not the whole slab. He didn't bring the whole mountain down, did he? Okay, little tips. When you're dropping in, go straight and go in. Do it like you mean it. Don't... Where is this? Oh, I already got rid of it. Oh, well, that's all good. So X out of that. We're getting to this guy right here. Now that's how you catch air. Alright, boom, and stick the landing. Alright, out of there. Out of there. Now we got instruments. Let's open up the Schumann. Let's take a peek at the Schumann while we're here. Open up the Schumann and take a peek under her dress. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, we've had a little stripe right here, you can see. And not much activity. This is still good. We're still grinding along at 7.83, and it looks like it's still pretty vibrant, so that's good. Even though it's forward and reverse, at least the core is still spinning inside the shell, because when that stops happening, we all fry. Okay, it gets really hot and radiation comes pouring in, and you'll die of cancer probably pretty quick. All right, so Let's open up some other instrumentation while we're here. Usually after that comes the Null School report. So we'll open up the Null School and we'll do our report. Yes, just have to do it. Ad lib, ad hoc, whatever. I was not prepared, so we're just going to deal with it and work anyway. Alright. As you can see, our polar vortex is still doing this corkscrew effect and stopping right at the top of the planet right here, right where the cross is, okay? You can see that little white cross right there? Can you? Am I blinding the camera? Push it back. Are we too close? Anyways, let's put the windows back on. Maybe we're too close. And I want you to check out our polar vortex. There we go. Getting back to original position. There we go. You can see how it's just kind of ending right here. It's rotating all the way around, but then it's kind of corkscrewing and stopping right towards the top of the planet. It's because this sub vortex that's trying to form here is stealing the energy. It's splitting the energy in half right here. You can see half the energy going this way, but the other half is dipping down and coming right at the west coast, right? So let's pull up the west coast and take a little closer peek. See how it's dropping down out of Alaska? It's bringing cold air out of Alaska down and putting it right at the west coast. Okay, we still have this little vortex going on around Hawaii. It's taking air from above the blue barrier, from above this little barrier line, and starting to circulate the colder air from up above down into the tropic zone, and take some of the tropic air and put it back up into the cold zone. So it is taking moisture from the tropical region, not a lot of it, but if you look, see how it is coming up here. All right, it is taking some of this and putting it in circulation up into here. Okay, so it's not a lot, which is good, but it is some. See, some does come off and go up in there. Okay, so as we drop down, you will see how that effect is really coming together here at the upper jet stream here. Now, this has changed. This has changed drastically again since yesterday. We have another split, a split jet, this northerly flow coming in and the southerly fetch kinking and turning and coming in right at Baja, Mexico, across Texas. Now, the cocktail isn't being mixed until right about here, okay, which is, let me take the wind down for a second, that eastern half of the country, right where we saw our big storm, all right? So, you see how this cocktail comes together. Cold and hot and moist slamming together in the upper atmosphere, in the upper jet streams. This is the flow that's controlling the weather down below, okay? And it's taking moist air, and it's taking cold air, and it's mixing them together, shaking up a cocktail, and spitting it out right on the eastern half of the country, okay? I'm going to take you a little bit lower here. We'll go down a little bit more. Okay, you can still see this northerly fetch, the southerly fetch, mixing together right there. Okay, we'll go down just a tad bit lower, and you'll see it's still going to affect our weather. It's still taking moisture from here and cold air from here and mixing it together over the country. So that's going to cause some bad weather here in the next couple of days, and we'll go into that as well. So. Shoot. Hang on, I might have to go check something here. Let me put up the weather forecast real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up real quick. I need you guys to just chill and watch this for a minute. I gotta go take care of something real quick. Oh, Sorry about that, folks. You'll have to forgive me. We're having spiritual warfare going on in my house as we currently speak, so I have to step away sometimes, and it's because, well, hard to explain. Anyways, wait until it happens to you, then nobody will believe you, and it'll be even harder to explain. So that's why I just stick to this shit. Alright, let's get back to business here. I didn't even take my cigarette. This thing is, oh my god, I can't even look at that. That's just going to be a monster, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know what, maybe I'll leave this loop running for just a second here. You guys, bear with me for just a second here. I got to double check the demon attack that's currently in progress, and I will be right back. Yeah, just chat amongst yourselves and take note of this big storm. This is no joke, okay, you guys? Okay. Sounds like that's over. That's good. At least the attack is over. I will be right back. As crazy weather we're having, crazy deep snow that we have, we're about to experience flooding in our part, because when all this stuff melts, we're going to be up to our asses in water. Alright, I'm back. Okay, thank you for waiting patiently, folks. I'm sorry. The spiritual attacks are real, and I'm attacking my son. It sucks. Anyway, back to this. Let's just focus on that storm, because I don't really care about anything else in this map besides that upcoming storm. Okay, and let it recycle here. Okay, here it comes. Actually, I want to back up a little bit. This little event right here in Louisiana, I want you guys to watch out for that tomorrow, April 2nd, okay? That's going to be, that's probably happening right now, because in the next couple hours, because here's our opening frame. This storm has finally moved off the East Coast now. A little bit of wraparound snow for New York, but it's thankfully it's finally clearing out. That was hellacious. More than 40 towns, okay? I don't know what they're doing on the news, but they ain't coming clean with the full story. And I'll go through this another day when I got more patience and let's just say tolerance for these assholes. Did I get rid of the one? I did. Oh crap, that was my closer. I'll have to find it again. Anyways, sorry I get off on a tangent here. There's that thunderstorm activity still kind of around in this area. Now this low is the one we're going to watch, because this thing turns into a bigger monster than the last one, okay? This is not a joke. This is not a drill. This is April 4th at about 11 p.m. Pacific time, so this is going to be a nighttime event. We will back up a little bit here. I believe that we might even start seeing, well, it doesn't show thunderstorms and stuff quite here yet, but I believe we might see stuff earlier than what this is projecting, okay? Because we have inbound energy from the sun coming in to mix with this storm as it does this. This is a 987 millibars right now. That's like a land hurricane, okay? High winds, high winds, high winds. Whether there's tornadoes or not, this whole thing is going to be one big, huge wind-making machine. If you look at the circular, let me zoom in a little bit. Pull up and zoom in right here, please. Please. All right, that's about as good as we can, right where I want to get it. I want you to see all these tight millibars, okay? See how they're all circular, how they go around and they connect, okay? All the way out here. It's not like they're circular and comma-shaped. These all wrap around. It's like a big, giant bullseye. Can you guys see that? That is a land hurricane. This low is spinning, all right? And I'm just telling you, it's going to be quite an event. You see all the icing up here as well, all right? I'm going to zoom back out because I can't access the buttons. But now, boom, we are talking 5 a.m. Pacific, so 8 a.m., they're going to be waking up to this monster in their yard, okay? Everybody east, I'd say, because of the snow wrapping back around, hitting, what, South Dakota again? I mean, didn't they just get the wraparound snow last one? So this is going on the same trajectory as the last one, but it's even bigger. The timing of it might save a big tornado outbreak, but it is still going to wallop. Look at this ice, this huge icing event up in Canada. Toronto, all you people up here in Canada above the border, look out. Look out. There is a hurricane coming. A winter hurricane. And now you see how this perfect comma shape, it reaches all the way down to the tip of Texas into Mexico and goes all the way up into the Hudson Bay of Canada. Okay, that is a monster storm right there. And at a low of 985 still. So back up, it was 984, 983, 987, 983, 985, and 989. So it comes in, it starts right here about a 985, drops a little bit to a 983. This is where it's going to pick up a lot of juice right here. This is just before dusk out here. This is when the tornadoes have reached their maximum height and start to produce, and everything comes falling down out of the sky. The hail, the rain. By the time it gets cool around 7 p.m., that's when all this stuff's, between 5 and 7 p.m. is when this stuff's going to fire off. Now, they don't show much. They show a little bit of yellow right here, and we'll zoom in on that just so we can kind of locate that. Now, you remember last time they called for it up in here, and it happened more down in here. So the weather is so volatile that these forecast maps do the best they can, but this will change. I bet it changes to a stronger, more filled-in pocket. We will see that same area right in here under the bullseye again. Even at this time of day, even though this doesn't show it, I believe, I'm just saying because I know that they're not accounting for the inbound energy coming from the sun, okay, which is going to amplify the storm, okay? We've all figured this stuff out now, okay? It's not a theory anymore. It's not conjecture. Inbound energy from the sun affects our weather. It intensifies our storms. And we have an intense storm coming in already with more juice being added to it. I believe that at this time right here on April 4th at the 7 p.m., 8 p.m. East Coast time, when this low is in this position, that it will have embedded thunderstorms more down this way. Because you see the next frame at 11 p.m., this thing fills in when it's supposed to be dropping. Then, through the course of the night, it intensifies at nighttime, and we're having a tornado event up here, this huge icing event backed by tornadoes. You got snow, ice, tornadoes, and hail and rain all wrapped up in this little zone right here with tornadoes and stuff. There's yellow down here in Texas, okay? You see this little stripe right here? It's a really tiny stripe, but it's there. At that point, at 7 a.m., because this is 5 a.m. Pacific, add 2 more hours here, 3 here. So it'll be 8 a.m. on April 5th, 7 a.m. April 5th in this area, that 7 a.m. in the morning commute is going to be impossible. I would really take note of what happened yesterday and take a look at this. Do you think maybe you should go to work that day if you're in that zone? Do you think maybe you should be in the Apollo Theater watching something and not paying attention to the weather? Do you think maybe you should be, I don't know, what were other people doing that were caught off guard? They're just totally caught unaware. The news is not giving you fair enough warning. They'll tell you there's a storm coming, but then the reports are, afterwards they show a little bit of, Little Rock, but I didn't see any count on the news as to how many towns got hit, because that would shock the world if they knew that over 40 towns got hit yesterday and wiped off the map. Some of them divided in half. The buzzsaw went right through the town and just ripped a hole right through the middle of the town. It ruins livelihoods and everything. And we got to warn these people, okay? That's what I'm all about, is trying to bring you guys factual information to warn you of what's coming down the pike. Because I know people died. I know people died last time, and more people will die here, okay? It's just inevitable. But the less that we can have, the better off we'll be, all right? Also, something I need to address here, it's about time we start talking about insurance companies, folks, because they're not going to be able to keep up with all the damage. I mean, did you guys do a little scouring today across the internet? Did you see all the damage that's out there? That's a small taste. That's not the 40 towns. What you saw was a small taste. There's more footage coming. Watch. You wait in the next couple of days. The internet's going to be covered with tornadoes and just carnage. And here comes another round of carnage. You guys need to evacuate or make plans to be underground that day with a radio next to you. It's time to stop playing games. It's time to warn your local authorities, your first responders, any of you people who have family that are first responders that are in that area. Warn them, hey, you guys are going to be working overtime. You might want to get your all your batteries charged up. I would get your candles, your water, your batteries, whatever it's going to take to keep alive on your own. Because I guarantee you, the government ain't going to come in and help you right now. They're too busy stealing your money over in Ukraine. And that I'm getting a little frustrated with as well. And we will get there. What happened to my closer? Oh, dang it. I X'd out of my closer, the gem. Maybe we'll go look it up real quick if you guys want to hang out for a few. This forecast, let's finish this up here. This frame right here is not good. All right. We will back up. The frame before is not good either, because I'm telling you, this time frame between here at 5 p.m. Pacific, that'll be 7 p.m. on the 4th, 7 p.m. on the 4th, 1 a.m. on the 4th, 1 a.m. in the morning. People are going to be asleep while this thing rolls in, and it's going to wake them up. Here we are. This one right here. This is 5 a.m. on the 5th. Okay, this will be 5 a.m. Pacific. This is 7 a.m. in the morning for this time zone on the 5th. Okay, you're going to be in the middle of hell. Okay, you're going to wake up to hell on earth, and it's going to turn into this. Heavy snow, ice, tornadoes, rain, and what happens on the backside? More fire danger. Okay, this monster right here has all the ingredients. You want to talk about perfect storm? Here's your perfect storm right here. It's got fire and ice. It's got torrential rain and deep snow. It's packing hurricane force winds with embedded tornadoes. Okay? That's death right there on a large scale. Everybody brace for fucking impact. You just kicked Tyson in the nuts, and now he's pissed, and he's going to give you an uppercut like you've never seen. It's going to lift you off your feet. I don't understand why the military and the government has not declared a national state of emergency right now for this upcoming event. I'm talking the whole East Coast, not just one state or this state or that state. This is going to affect everything east of that line. Will be up. Since they won't do it, I'm declaring a national emergency right now for the East Coast on over on this day, on the 4th and 5th. This is a 2-day event. Last time's was a 1-day event. You guys got lucky. This son of a bitch starts off early on the 4th, right here. Early on the 4th. All the way through the 4th. Into the 5th. All the way through the 5th. See that? That is no joke. Okay, that's the end of the 5th right there. It'll be 2 in the morning by the time this kind of is still hitting the East Coast. So never mind, it hasn't cleared out yet. It won't clear out until... Oh, no, we still got residual all the way down here. This will be more than just this. There will be embedded thunderstorms in here. You see these yellow little pop-ups right here? Those are the ones I don't like, okay? Those are the ones that pop up thunderstorms like that. Those pop up supercells. Those are the dangerous ones. They can do these huge, long track tornadoes, or they can just strike really quick, hit a town, and then pop right back up. And you don't know where it's going to get hit next. That kind of activity is dangerous. All of this is dangerous. Boom, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. All of this will be 2 days of danger, starting in the 4th, okay? So, enough of you April Fools running around with your head up your ass. It's time to pull head out of ass, wake up, and smell the coffee. You're about to have your ass handed to you on the 4th and the 5th. Sorry I have to use such vulgar language, but that's how I have to drive the point home, how important this is. I just... and that. It's just an amazing storm. I'm absolutely floored, and I'm sure all the meteorologists will be scratching their heads as... what to call this? I mean, they call it a bomb cyclone, we call it a derecho, they call it this and call it that. This is a fucking land hurricane in the wintertime, okay? That is a new monster right there, okay? And so is the last one, okay? This is our new weather, okay, you guys? Get used to it. Might start planning on building houses underground here in the future in that whole entire area. Anything that's over 2 stories is probably going to have to come down because they're going to continue having weather pattern like this. There ain't going to be anything left standing there. You're going to have to live underground or move out of that area. And it's going to be affecting every place. So there's really nowhere to run or hide. You just better prepare. And as that moves out, we still have impulses coming in from the west here. And it doesn't really show too much right here. So this is all changed as far as these impulses coming in. And we saw over here at Null School how that where the cocktail is being made or blended together right here is more easterly. You see where these 2 purples combine finally? It's more easterly now. It used to be combining here. In fact, it was combining out here off the west coast. So that this combination point right here, this mixing point, has moved from off the west coast and has slowly traveled across like this mixing point where these 2 streams coming together, because it was coming together out here before on the west coast with our atmospheric river pounding the west coast. Now this convergence point has shifted from out here and has slowly traveled to around here now. And now you see our cold air and our warm air mixing more east now than out here, and that's what's causing the big storm right east of that convergence zone. Okay, you guys on the east coast are in the freaking bullseye. All right, you see it now. It's all this is coming right at you. Everything that comes out of here and everything that comes out of here combines and mixes right over you guys. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Back to the forecast. So boom, 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 boom. And then that was about all the data. Ooh, what happened here? Oh, look at this. We have this high pressure. It's rotating this way, and it's rotating stuff up. Watch this. Ooh, all that on April 15th, okay? This is a different creation. This is southerly fetch being drawn up into northern cold air. You're going to have tornadoes up north, up in here. That's going to be a weird event. Let's see if that changes. That's a little ways out, so this can all change. But at the last tail end, this circulating high right here, let's do these last 5 frames. Watch, it takes this moisture, wraps it around, and brings it back up. Watch. See that? It's still doing it. Wow, look at this. It actually brings this moisture up and slams it together up here. Watch. Boom, boom, boom. And then here's our icing event. Wow, what a trip. Dude, the weather is just tripping out now. All right, well, there's all of that and all of that. And we did that and we did this. Yeah, because lately there's been a little change. And there's no meds, no therapy, totally disattached from the world. And just the only thing that matters now is which run I ski next. All right, let me see if I can find our gem. I erased it, so you'll have to bear with me for a second. And let's see if we can pick it up again. It was around here somewhere, and it's worth the wait, so you'll like it. It was in the latest section, or not? So it wasn't the marked ones. Hang on, let me kind of go over my own mental thoughts. Maybe this one. Yeah, let's just dive in here real quick and kind of find out which one it is, because it is totally worth it. You know, that was Jimmy breaking his ankle. Yeah, oh boy, we got some gems out there, don't we? Well, hopefully they'll learn the hard way, and we won't have to suffer like that. Where did it go? All right, I'll just start going one by one. I think we did that one. Let's try this one, because it is a classic. Oh, this one's cool too. Here, what is this? This shows you animals are smarter than most humans. I'm gonna give them volume 2 here, and we'll replay it if it'll let me.
Go boy, fist bumps. Yeah.
Yeah, if we could just get that kind of cooperation out of humans. The chimp's smarter than most people.
You help me up? Go boy, fist bumps. Yeah.
Yeah, fist bump. All right, where we gotta find this one? It's my closer, so we're not closing until I find it. So, and we'll find it. It's one of these. It's pretty close by here. This is the one. Yes, this is our closer. All right, here's our gem for the night, folks. All right. We'll just go. Well, yeah, let's see here if we can start this all over here, because I don't want you guys cheating. Let's X out this part, get the all set up with volume. Hang on. I don't want you guys cheating because it's too funny. How do I restart it? It's almost over. Maybe if I did this. Let's try it again here. All right, here we go. Volume.
50, I need to see you hit 12 o'clock and scrape that bitch. No pussyfooting the throttle.
Look, man, I just got the 125, and doing a wheelie is actually putting society at risk.
Oh, give me a break, Sleepy Joe. We are in an empty parking lot. Just admit you don't have the balls to clutch it up in front of the ladies. You know, Jill told me you've been having issues getting it up.
Hey, leave my wife out of this.
He's right, Joe. Back in the day, when Michelle saw me fly by on the KD X200, banging off the limiter, her panties flew off like a bald eagle.
I mean, Joe, let's be real here. You have a $1,000 handbrake set up, and I haven't seen you do a single seat stander. It's pathetic and disgraceful. You street riders are so soft, so soft.
You think you're such hot shit, Donald? Why don't you get on a street bike for once? I bet my old Kawasaki 636 would put you on your ass. Once I find the, keys, you are finished.
Joe, you have a Harley Davidson. You have never owned a Kawasaki in your life.
So forgetful, Sleepy Joe. Did you forget when I did a 4th gear tank spreader with Jill riding backpack too?
You did?
Damn, Donald. That's just savage.
Barack, this is a waste of time. I don't think this guy even has enough brain cells to ride a quad. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my sense of humor there. I've had enough of these clowns, and it's time we start poking fun at them, because they have done nothing but damage to this country. And I took an oath to defend this shit, and these guys put their hand on a Bible, and they do what? We need Trump back. I don't care what you guys think. I don't care about your politics, whatever. We need him to take care of business, not to save the country, but to take care of business. Somebody else is here to save the country. Anyway, I just thought I'd close out with that. And you know what? I am not satisfied. So I'm going back to the seeds here. There's something else going on here. What's going on here? You know what? Let's go over to the tracker, because I did not get what I wanted out of this. Alright, we're gonna go down the track. Still some auroras going on. That will always be going on now, probably, for the rest of our tour here on this planet. Alright, there you go. So, apparently, this full halo just looks like it. From our vantage point, yeah, that would be it. Yeah, that would be it. So good. The full halo CME is heading away. Yay! But not the objects that caused it. They were heading right towards us. It's good, though. I don't want to see any more energy coming at us, okay? So thankfully, whatever these objects are doing, they are actually directing CMEs away from us, which is a saving grace at this moment. So possibly divine intervention with these objects, even though they are causing headaches for the sun. At least they're firing the CMEs away from us, because that full halo CME coming right at us would not have been good right about now, especially with the weather that we got coming in, right? So, yeah, that's why I wasn't satisfied, because I needed to know which way that sucker was going, and I'm still not satisfied because I want to see more of this. All right, let's go back to the first one right here. Okay. I'll let that loop play real quick and load up. Boom. All right, so the full halo pointing away, thankfully. But as you can see, whoopsie. No, just go ahead and start. Boy, there's a lot going on there. Oh, man. All right, well, you know what? Let's back up and do all this all over again, because we didn't even cover this properly. I was not ready tonight. Here we are, opening frame 024. We have already some little object over here, and it's making the instrument react way out here. So we have a little object, whatever it is, planetoid. One looks kind of cylinder shape or saucer shape, but we have that starting out with on the opening frame. Then our event on this side starts to unfold, which appears to be another one of these objects, nice and round. Maybe the frame before. The dent right here paints the round target, right? The round object right there in that pocket. Okay, and if I go to the next frame, it's really faint, but you can make out here is our round object. Okay, so we started off with something over here, round object over there, then this blast. Now this blast right here is, are you guys looking over at the red side, because this is blinding it? The dent right here is indicating this object right here, okay? And it appears there's 3 of them. There's 1, 2, and 3, and it's hard to see it because it's so bright, but the ghost image, now you can make out this one. Can you? Maybe I should zoom in a little more for you guys. And you know what? Over here, I'm just going to zoom in on this real quick. All right, here's our object. Boom. Okay, it's actually out here. You can see this. This is the position of it. This is the secondary ghost image, I call it. It's like a negative of the frame before, or 2 frames before. But in these ghost images, in these negatives, it really paints the target, the object a lot better. Okay, so there it is right there. And then as it moves out, is that the frame? Or was it this one? Oh darn it, I lost the frame. I think it's that one, but I don't see it anymore. It's this one, I think. So you can see our one right here, okay? If I can pull this down. All right, you can see another one over here, okay? And then there is a ghostly something right here. So it almost looks like there's 3 of them, right, all kind of touching each other, like almost like a rack of balls in a pool rack or something. They're right next to each other. And if we back up, you can see them right there. And then we go to this frame, There they are. And then they move out of frame. And you can see all the plasma being stretched and spaghettified. We got this event going on over here, too. So, you know, as they move out, it stretches out all that plasma. As it's yanking it out and taking it along with it. Both of these events. Okay. Now, let's pull back just a tad bit. It appears there's something else coming out right here. Let's just stay right there, maybe. Okay. It's probably right in here. Here's the ghost image. You got more over here. We got another one right in here hiding, or right down here. What was that? Oh, here's our Ahura Mazda thing streaking through there like usual. Another something going on up there. Okay, that was just the bottom of the sun. Now, let's go ahead up to the top, and we'll just hit start. And watch that full halo just boom. Good thing that was heading the opposite direction. Whew. You know what else I want to do here? I want to back out of this. I want to sneak a peek at anything else going on today. Nope, they haven't posted anything else on the 2nd yet, except for Stereo A. And it's only got 2 frames. Okay, so there's nothing really yet on the 2nd to report yet. So, it was basically a report for April Fool's Day anyway, so. And, speaking of April Fools and jokes, let me back up here, because even though it's April Fool's Day, this is no joke. Okay? Everybody, I don't know what you need to do, but if it were me, I would get out of that area. I wouldn't even try to go underground, because when you come up from underground, you're just going to come up to devastation anyway. Insurance companies, I saw so many cars totaled, so many houses totaled. How do I put this? I wouldn't be expecting to see much money. They're going to be stretched real thin. You know what I'm saying? It's been a scam the whole time anyway. Anyway, so as you look, we are in big trouble on April 4th and 5th. Okay? And I cannot scream it loud enough. I cannot give you the sense of urgency. I mean, I should be screaming into this microphone, pulling my hair out right now. But I'm trying to maintain some kind of composure here, because that's the only way you'll take me seriously. So, if you don't take me seriously, take this instrument seriously, okay? Because I didn't go predicting that there was going to be a big tornado outbreak. The instrumentation showed us it was going to happen. The flow asymmetries that we study, okay, that tells us. I don't even need this map to tell me we're in deep shit. You are here on the East Coast, okay? So, that's our flow right now, and it's causing this kind of weather. So, I think it's about time to take it seriously now. I mean, you saw all the devastation. There's going to be even more devastation on an even grander scale. That was like the first punch. Here comes the knockout punch, all right? And like I said, whatever you guys got to do to prepare your water, batteries, whatever, I would get out of that area. I would take a vacation. You know what? I got some work time or free time, whatever. I'm taking a vacation, boss. You're not going to be around either. He's not going to be around to work in this. Business might be destroyed. I mean, so much got destroyed in this last one. it should be declared a national holiday or something. Everybody takes the day off from this line over to brace for impact. Get your chainsaws ready. I'm telling you, get your chainsaws ready. Every tree is going to be down. You're going to have to cut your way out of neighborhoods. You're going to have to cut your way, down the street. There's going to be power lines down. There's going to be trees down. The power's going to be out. There's going to be high winds, huge hail. I've neglected to tell you, that's what comes along with this, too, is hail. And we had some damaging hail in the last one, up to 3 inches in diameter. This could produce 4 to 6 inch in diameter hail. Okay? That's deadly. That's deadly hail. This storm will be deadly. Everybody in that zone needs to clear out. And I'm not just, don't think that because you're right here, you're safe. Because it will start right here. And by this point, at 5 p.m. on April 4th, this is when the sun does all its convective activity during the day. And then by 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. here, that's when all the conductivity stops. And all that stuff, all that water that has been lifted into the air, all of a sudden cools and then drops. And when it drops tornadoes. It drops hail. That friction of the hail falling causes lightning. You're going to see some thunderbolts out of this thing that are going to be, it's going to have everything. Like I said, fire and ice, snow and rain. It's just going to be tornadoes and one big hurricane, derecho monster fucking storm, all in one. This is a perfect storm. When everybody says, oh, the perfect storm, that's what the perfect storm really looks like. So we are just leaving the month of March and just entering the month of April, the hardest month of all. And you saw what happened here in March. So April, hold on, folks. I think we're in for a long ride here, okay? So with all of that been done, and I did my gem already. Yeah. Oh, maybe we'll close out with a little of this. Is that what we're doing, Lord? We're closing out with that? Oh, the next one's after it. Yeah. Let's go to the next one that's after it. If it'll pull it up for me. Yeah, there we go. All right, they took poor Sarah away. I can feel for her not being believed. Yeah. And then we were going to go on to the next one, which was... There it is. Alright. Wait a second. We weren't ready for that. Because I got to get the microphone over here. Now, what we're doing with the Terminator series here, this is all metaphor. Okay? We're using this as educational purposes for its metaphorical purposes. Okay? I want you guys to understand the difference between metaphor and whatever, okay? Here comes the spiritual warrior, okay? Not the Terminator, the spiritual warrior. And he's firing spiritual bullets. Get out of the way. Spiritual warrior coming through. Firing spiritual bullets at the establishment. That's a spiritual minigun. Mowing them down. Yeah, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Yeah, that's some spiritual live streaming right there. Now it's time for some spiritual videos. Reload, upload another spiritual video. Yeah. Ooh, casualties. 0.0. Yeah, that's all you guys got. Shit. You're in deep shit. You're in deep shit. Yeah, we'll close out with this little gem right here. And right about right here. We're going right to. I had it picked out right here. Okay. Metaphors. Remember, metaphors.
I don't know how much longer I can hold this.
I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Bye-bye, Cyberdyne. That's right. We got a war zone down here on planet Earth. You guys better hold on tight, because your president's about to get us in some hot water. Okay? So, that's it for tonight. Hopefully you understood the metaphors and you enjoyed the show. Don't be a Jimmy, okay? And when it snows 17 feet in the Sierras, you don't need to come up and go skiing right then. The chairlifts are already buried. You can't go anyway. So what are you doing? Driving your Corvette up here trying to chain up looking like some stud. You look like a clown, all right? All the locals drive four-wheel drive so we can get around. Really, people. I mean, come on. Not you people. You are the elite, my audience. But, could you please help me wake some people up? You know? The hour is late. It's time to wake up. Time to put the big boy panties on and admit we got some problems and we gotta fix before we run out of time. Alright, that's about it. I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. Please pray for us. We are enduring some hellacious stuff ourselves. So, prayers going out to everybody on East Coast. Please heed the warning. Please, I beg of you for your own good. Heed the warning. Get out of there. Get underground, take the day off, do whatever you have to do to save your life, to save your own life, okay? That storm is, I'm going to leave it with this picture right here because I just cannot reiterate enough how important this is, okay? I don't want to see too many people die, all right? I know people are going to die, so just stay strong. Pray for everybody. If you guys want this thing to calm down, pray about it. Pray about it. All of us together in our prayers, we can tone this down a little bit, at least. That's about it. I love y'all. God bless y'all. And until my next video, I'll be back with a vengeance.